So I don't want to waste your time. I was able to grow my personal brand on Instagram from 0 to 150,000 followers in 30 days. And I've had so many people asking me how I did this. They want courses, they want all these things. So I was like, let's just give you guys some free value. I'm just gonna give you guys the lessons that allowed me to grow so fast and so much. And without these lessons, I definitely wouldn't have been able to do it. So what I'm about to teach you is what separates an amateur who gets around 1,000 views, which might be you, to a professional who can consistently pull 100K views per video and even more, like up to millions. And I'll show you my account right here. Here's my Instagram account. Now we're at nearly 200,000 followers. I'm just growing so fast. You can see the past 30 days, I've reached 4 million accounts. I've had videos like 1 million, nearly 2 million views there, 400K views there, 12 million views here. You can just see the views are just absolutely insane, and it keeps going. And then we have a TikTok. So I did it on TikTok also, 157,000 followers. Again, the views are insane. So let's just get right into it.
I was able to find millions of people through these videos who wanted to improve their lives. A lot of them maybe teenagers who wanted to become better. And they found each other. They were able to get in my Discord. You know, they communicated in the comments. They liked the video. They learned what I had to teach. And hopefully in the end, millions of them became 1% better. And that's the best part. Knowing that I could make an impact on that is insane to think about. And when you can reach this many people, you can make a major impact. Plus, you know, if you want the money, you got a lot of people, you got a lot of potential customers here to push towards your product. So there's that too. Also, if you're running a brand, you can build up a really good brand identity through a personal brand from the owner or some sort of manager or something, where people are going to want to buy the product more because they like the story of it. So overall, building a personal brand has its own like selfish impact and improvements. It has selfless impact because you can help other people. You can get your monetary gain. You can get your mental clarity, express ideas to help other people. They could help each other. And it's just a trickling effect of overall gain in every direction. And also, I have done this on YouTube recently because I made this whole Google Doc before I did this on YouTube, but I did it on YouTube here. Look at this, 125,000 views. This was this month also, or yeah, like a month. This is a month of posting. 125,000 views, 120,000 views 2 weeks ago. I just posted this, and like we got some 7K view videos here, which could still get me a ton of true fans and really change lives. Like even with these lower view videos, like even my lowest view video right now is 3.1 thousand K views. A lot of people struggle to get 1,000 views, and like look at the views I've been pulling. So like it's obvious here if you see this. I'm not trying to be egotistical or like say I'm better than anyone, because I'm not. I just learn the right strategies at the right time and I know how to apply them properly. So the fact that I could do this, and this was like on my first try, I just decided, you know, let's try to grow on YouTube. And I did it, because look at this. I mean, I'm not going to say I made it, but I certainly am farther ahead than most people on YouTube. So let's just get into kind of what I think is really important for you guys to understand. You want to create for people. This is one of the biggest things I've noticed that people struggle with. They create too much for the algorithm. They focus too much on creating videos that are going to get views and likes and comments and all these things that don't matter as much as creating good videos. Screw hashtags. All these social media gurus are going to say, use optimized hashtags. Here are the hashtags you use to optimize your post and get the most views, but screw that. You want to make good videos, not make videos the algorithm is going to like, because in the end, it's real humans watching the videos, not the algorithm. The algorithm can tell if the real humans like the video and they push it to more humans. It's not a robot. It's real life people watching the videos. So imagine if you create the best video possible, they have no other choice but to like the video because you created it for them, the humans. It's that simple. So think from the human's perspective. Think from the viewer. I'm just saying humans like we aren't humans ourselves. Like think from our perspective as people. We have feelings, we have emotions, we have morals, we have virtues, we have all these things that we want to improve on. And we have opinions. So create videos for those people with opinions. Maybe they have a low attention span. Maybe they need good visuals to pay attention, then sure, add those to your videos. But create for humans, create for people, not the algorithm. People can see through you. If you're not being authentic, or here I say be authentic, if you're not being authentic, people will see right through that and they can tell that you're faking a personality. So create for people. Don't just create videos that are going to get like high retention. I know if you're watching this video, you kind of know what that stuff is. Don't create videos that are just going to make people want to click and watch and get dopamine addicted and whatever. Like, don't make drug videos. Create videos that are genuinely going to help people. So create for people. Screw hashtags and any of these other things that these social media gurus are telling you to optimize your videos. Create good videos, and then maybe you can throw in this hashtags later on, like as an extra thing. But the hashtags itself aren't going to carry your videos. Just know that. The video's crap and you have a bunch of good hashtags, optimized hashtags, the video is going to perform like crap. But if the video is amazing and you use no hashtags, the video has a pretty good chance of performing amazingly. It's that simple. Also create systems. So batch, shoot, script, edit, everything in systems. This is one of the biggest things. So I have a system up on my wall. I have systems all over my room. Okay, so I just wanted to quickly bring to your attention that I have a private community. Top link in the description. You can book a call with me, and then I can talk to you about how I can help you out. It's like so far what I've talked about in this video, but on steroids. So probably like 100 times more valuable. Plus, you get personal advice from me, and I'm able to actually help you grow your personal brands. So yeah, I really don't care if you check it out, but if you want to, it's down there. I'm just my schedules, the way I'm going to record content, just so I can stay consistent, because consistency is one of the biggest things with creating content. You want to stay consistent. So I have things all over my room and in Google Docs and everything, just so I'm able to stay consistent. Those are systems. I call them systems because they're like parts of a machine that move to make the whole thing move, right? It's like gears shifting to make the whole machine actually work. If those gears stop, the machine stalls. So you have to create systems that are going to kind of work in the back end and are going to consistently work. So you don't have to sit down and come up with the whole brainstorming process when you're brainstorming versus you say, oh, every Monday at 7 a.m., I'm going to brainstorm in a quiet room on a Google Doc. Perfect. Now you don't have to think about it. You just do it. Amazing. Same with editing. You have to create days that you want to edit, etc. Create systems. Don't worry about repeating ideas or footage either. Because when you're creating systems, maybe like you're some here and there, you're repeating ideas because you're using the same system. So the same ideas are going to come up, the same footage is going to come up because it's like the perfect shots you use as B-roll in the video. Sure, use it again. No one cares. Again, you're creating for people. People have a tolerance for repetition. In fact, they welcome it. They like repetition quite a bit. So if you include repetitive ideas, then people are going to know you for those ideas. Therefore, it's actually good to repeat ideas, because if you're just coming up with new things every single time, you may be changing opinions or kind of contradicting yourself here and there. But if you're repeating the same ideas over and over in like different ways and explaining it differently and having different concepts, then you're going to be known for those ideas and you're going to master the ideas and you're going to help people with those specific concepts. All right, this is one of the most important things you should know out of all of this, and it kind of changed the whole game for me, is that you should be educating. You should be educating your viewers. You should be ideally you'd be an information giver, an educator, not an entertainer. Because entertainers, they're going to attract more like children, people who want to be entertained. Sure, you can do that in a more mature way, but still you're going to be attracting kind of degenerate people in some ways. Of course, it's not in all circumstances. You can do it in a way that you're going to attract mature people and it's going to be good experience, positive, but educating is where it's at right now with content, and it's the easiest to grow, and not just the easiest, but most fulfilling and most helpful, of course, because you're teaching people stuff. So all around, I think educating people is the best thing you could possibly do. So what is it that you're good at? What is it that you know how to do? What is it that you can teach? People want to know. Tell them. Give them everything. Give away free value. So you're going to attract high quality viewers here. When you attract high quality viewers, you have more potential customers for your product. It's one. You have higher quality viewers who are just going to interact with your posts in a much higher quality manner. I think you just understand what a high quality viewer is. Like, a high quality viewer is going to genuinely like your content and watch it all the way through. They're not just going to watch it because you have some sort of cool text font and their dopamine receptors are going crazy because they love the fast-paced music you have in the background. Like, no, they're going to watch it for the knowledge. They're going to watch it for the education. Those are high quality viewers. So give away free knowledge, give away as much of it as you can, and educate your viewers as much as possible. Quit it with all the entertainment content BS. Although there's ways to do it well, but education's where it's at, not entertainment. So I'm going to contradict myself a bit here. I want you to use the algorithm to your advantage. So sure, we're creating for people, and the people are the people viewing the video. But the algorithm is the one catering it towards the viewers. And you can create a really good video, but if it's not somewhat playing into the algorithm, then no one's going to see it. If it's not a fast hook, then people are going to scroll because they're used to seeing fast-paced videos, and they're not going to like that one because it's too slow for them and it's not interesting enough. So you get the idea there. If I go on Instagram right now, you're about to see my Instagram Reels feed, and it might be embarrassing, but let's see what comes up. All right, sick. Not an embarrassing video. This is actually perfect. So you can see here, this is a high-quality video. Look at the hook. Like the first... Okay, I'm going to just go to Reciter's page here. Look at the hook of this video. I got 1 million views, 100K likes, and I don't even second guess why. Because look how interesting the first shot is. I mean, you can't even hear sound right now, but just look at the first shot and how interesting it is. If you were just scrolling, how it would catch your attention. Right? That you don't see that on... You don't see these types of high-quality shots on Instagram. You see phone videos. So that stands out. Of course, phone videos are still good, and you can still give away a lot of education through that. And maybe Reciter's videos are entertainment. But like I said, there are ways to do entertainment content properly, and I think he is a really good example of that. But education is where it's at right now. I highly recommend education and finding a way to use like hooks, using things to hold people's attention, to increase your retention. And all these things, just make sure that you're somewhat leaning into the algorithm, but you don't need to completely lean into it where you're losing your own soul, selling your soul just to get views and not being authentic in your content, because that's just going to do more harm than good. So somewhat lean into the algorithm. Don't lean into it too much. Create for people, not the algorithm. Although somewhat lean into the algorithm. You get the point. Use hashtags that are related to your videos. So sure, use hashtags. I use hashtags in every single one of my videos. I don't think it's the reason they do well. I don't even think it's partially the reason they do well. I think if I used no hashtags, it would do the same performance, but I use them because I've always used them, and why not keep using them if it's not doing any harm to use them, if that makes sense. So if you're going to use hashtags, though, use them related to the video. So when you first start posting videos on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, YouTube, you don't even need to use hashtags on YouTube, but for TikTok and Instagram, if you just started posting, the algorithm has no clue who the video is kind of for. I mean, of course, the AI is going to kind of auto-transcribe the video, take keywords from that, utilize that to find the right audience. They're going to use titles and captions to find the right audience. But hashtags are going to somewhat guide the algorithm into pushing your video out to the first initial audience that fits the video, that is interested in the video. So if you use hashtag gym, you're going to possibly hit a gym audience. Versus if all your hashtags are hashtag food, hashtag hot dog, hashtag hamburger, you're going to get some people who like food. And that might be the complete opposite of the gym people. So, I mean, they probably all like food, I'm not going to lie, but you get the idea. So your hashtags should be related to the audience you want to hit. It should be related to the video itself as well, because then you have a higher chance of actually finding the right audience. Again, don't worry about low quality viewers. If you're getting a butt ton of them, it still doesn't matter. You want the most high quality viewers as possible. And if that requires you to get not that many, it's still going to boost your income a ton. You'll get a lot more potential customers because you're targeting the potential customers, not just wasting your time on low quality viewers. Plus, you get higher quality people who actually fit the content you're creating because you're creating for those people. Sounds matter a bit on TikTok. So like I just said, hashtags use them. Sure, doesn't matter. But just make sure they're related to the video. Sounds matter a little bit. So with your sounds, I'd recommend on TikTok they matter. On Instagram, don't use sounds. Just post the video and let it be. It doesn't really matter. I think my highest performing videos, I didn't use a single sound on them. They were just original audios. But on TikTok, use sounds. So just find popular sounds in your niche and add those to the videos. Turn the volume on the sound down to 1, like on the added sound, and then original audio, keep it at 100 or drag it up a bit, whatever you want. But using sounds on TikTok is going to help it push to the audience that you want. So again, find a sound in the niche that you want the audience that you're targeting to be in, and then use sounds from that niche that have been blowing up in that niche. And that's how you kind of guide the algorithm into pushing it towards the high quality viewers that you're looking for. Also, post more often. This is the last thing I'm going to say. So post more often, 4 to 7 times a week when you start off, just to get your face out there, because you want people to see you a lot, especially if you start blowing up. If you're consistently blowing up and consistently posting high quality videos, people are going to start following you like crazy. People are going to start recognizing your face. They're going to start remembering who you are. And that's when you blow up the most and you thrive on social media. So when you start off, post a lot. Then over time, you can bring the posting back a little bit and increase the perfectionism, the quality of the videos. So you're starting quantity over quality. And then eventually it's going to kind of go up like this, and they're going to meet in the middle where the quality and quantity are perfect. Where like you're hitting the highest quality videos possible with the amount of time you give yourself. So it's enough where people love the quality and they also love how many times you're posting. But right now, I want you to focus on posting as much as you can if you're starting off, because when you're starting off, you have to learn a lot. So posting more is going to increase that learning process a ton. Now, if you want to learn more from me more directly, I have a calendar link in the description, and then I'll get you in my private community. So the whole point of the community is like courses, like everything you need to grow a personal brand, like everything you saw in here. It's that, but on steroids. So that times like 100. So just expect to get a lot of knowledge in there. If you want to learn more about that, link in the description. You can book a call with me. We'll talk one-on-one and I'll help you grow. And yeah, I just love to work with personal brand owners. I love to help people grow content, like as content creators. So check it out, and I'll be excited to work with you.